Keyboard's in. Now let's hope I can deploy the well in the correct location. Okay, so I think, oh shit, how am I gonna do this? How many do I need? I'll do like 5 to start off to make sure that I'm doing this correctly. Now, I want to deploy it in this corner, I believe it is. Now, does it deploy on top of me or in front of me? I think it's in front of me. Let's hope I do this correctly. It'll either place right where I'm standing or in front of me. Either is fine. So deploy this. You wish to deploy this location will last for 5 minutes.
It was him.
Okay, so that goes here.
Him. Yes, him. That chunky one.
Arigatou gozaimasu. Thank you for the follow. How many would you like to use? Okay, use the remainder 4. Okay, so this what I'm doing here doesn't apply to the system or the method we're just doing it because the actual location that you're supposed to use, which is the portables world, that world is not usable right now for this method, just because of complications and stuff like that. So we're gonna do this on our own. Asmer keyboard, yeah, maybe. I don't know. You guys didn't hear this from me. So how this is gonna work, I have to explain this fast because the timer is running out on this thing. So what you do is you have a full-size keyboard, and then what you're gonna do is the first thing you want to do is you want to go into the bank and create a preset for the keybind for the number 3 on your keypad, and just make it empty. Make it so that anything that's in your inventory will get placed into your bank. So you do that, and then what you're gonna do is you're gonna zoom in all the way as much as you can. Camera angle, I'm not really sure if that matters. Probably not, actually. Then what you're gonna do is you're gonna right click, obviously, and you're gonna take vials, and then you're gonna type in 33. And the reason you want to do that is because 33, or I guess the number 3 on your keypad is the closest number to your enter key, and that's why you want the full-size keyboard, because you want those two to be right next to each other, so you don't have to move your hand all across your keyboard. Then you're just gonna press enter, of course, and then what you're gonna do is one great thing about using this bank specifically is you don't have to right click, so you left click, and then before the interface of your bank, what is it called? Your bank appears, you're gonna right click the well. So it should look like this. And then what you're gonna do, you have your preset, you press 3, everything goes into your bank, and then you're gonna take files. And then just do that over and over and over and do it as fast as you can. Every 5 seconds you should be able to make about 10k. And then you're just gonna do that, and per hour you can make possibly about 2 mil per hour. So if you do this for a couple hours, you know, this is the easiest thing, and the only requirement you need is a full-size keyboard that has a number pad on it. That's it. That's it. That's what you're gonna do. But unfortunately, my full-size keyboard is green switches, so it's a little might be irritating for you guys. But it's the best I can do right now. So it'll look something like this. That's it. That's all you do. You just do this all day long. You waste your life doing this all day long. It works though. It's honestly a pretty good method. Pretty simple, easy. And vials of water are always in demand because obviously the portable wells exist and everybody wants to get 99 Herblore. Because it's really useful for combat and, you know, just doing certain other things that people might want to do. So, yeah, it's a good way in, and a lot of the times, well, let's see, how much are these selling for right now? 110 GP each. I think yesterday I sold a vial of water to check what it was on the G for over 150 GP. So you can add even more money on top of that, so there you go. That's a simple money making method, but you want to make sure this is set up properly. It's unfortunate that we can't use the wells that are in that are actually in the portables world, so yeah, it is what it is. Yeah, you get used to it though. Your hands will get cramped, but the great thing is you absolutely do not have to move your wrist whatsoever. Your fingers will literally just stay in the same spot at all times. It just consists of you moving your mouse hand back and forth like this. That's it. That's all you have to do. And eventually you'll just get used to it. It's great. Unfortunately, it's not AFK whatsoever, but I mean, you could do other things while you're doing this. And there's no risk. That's the great thing about this. There's absolutely no risk to doing this whatsoever, except for destroying your hand, I guess, in real life problems. That sounds like a personal issue to me. No, but that's literally it. And that's how you know, make the money to do whatever you want. And you don't have to be a hobo sitting at the Grand Exchange all day long begging for money. See how it works out? Entrepreneurship. Actually, maybe not. I don't know. I think that sharks would know better than I do. Shark Tank. You learn from the pros, even though they're all idiots. Yeah, this is all you do. And you can make, you know, I mean, the prices fluctuate a lot in the Grand Exchange. And my mouse does as well. Yeah, you can make, I mean, if you're accurate enough and if you don't experience too much lag, and if your mouse doesn't die like mine does, yeah, you can possibly make 2 mil an hour doing this. You can. If you do it for a couple hours, hey, 6 mil right there, maybe. After a whole day, I don't know if you're willing to throw your life away. If you're not in relationship status, and you're willing to, you know, put some time into just sitting here and letting your mind just drain away in life. Easy 10 mil right here per day, maybe. Maybe more than that, who knows. But yeah, it works. Otherwise you go to like Frost Dragons or something, I don't know. But the risky thing is experiencing lag doing that, that's all. That's all it is. I think the highest amount of vials of water I've ever had before I sold them was probably like 2 million or something. I forget how much I sold them all for though. But it did insta-sell. 2 million vials of water instant sell, which is pretty amazing. But that was 5 years ago. So obviously the prices and the demand have fluctuated quite a bit since then. So I have no idea what anything is like nowadays. Absolutely no idea. You know. But some of the things haven't changed at all. So, you know, vials of water, this system. The only problem is, yeah, the portables have kind of reduced to a single world now, not multiple worlds like it used to be. So you kind of have to work on, kind of have to manually work yourself to do this. And that consists of having to buy wells on your own. If you can, that is. These wells we bought literally took about 3 hours to buy, and I had to upcharge it to 6k each. So, I don't know. It's worth it though. We'll definitely still make mills off of this, so that's fine. I just, I have to watch to make sure the timer doesn't run out though. 17 minutes, okay. So we can probably, we can load this up, so we do have quite a bit of time. Okay, load, extend. 5. There we go. I don't know what it's at right now. 42 minutes, perfect. I think people are actually using this, I don't know. Oh, there's nobody here. Never mind. No idea. But, I think, Portable's, FC is completely died out, so I don't think anyone's gonna be too attracted to this well. Maybe, I don't know. If somebody notices it, maybe. As of right now, it doesn't look like anybody's gonna come here, so I don't think we have to worry about people stacking up on underneath me. Is that that could actually screw up the system if there's too many people here? Not just because of lag, but because of right-clicking. You might accidentally right-click where all the people are standing. All the names will appear, and it'll be harder for you to actually do this accurately. So, but yeah, that's my method of money making. That's literally how I got to 120 Herblore 5 years ago. At a level 3 account with no other stats but pure Herblore. It worked. That's how I did it. And now it's just a matter of making the money back to continuation of your bond and make that the money you spent on buying one. And then eventually we'll get to 120 rune crafting, maybe. Unfortunately, it doesn't consist of anything I'm doing right here, right now, though. So, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see where my mindset wants to take me. But as of right now, yeah, 120 runecrafting and this have no relation to each other whatsoever. Oh yeah, also sometimes you might make a mistake like that to misclick and you might run around. So you just gotta watch out for that. 'Cause that will drain a lot of time out of your hands, and it'll also it'll destroy your consistency, and then you'll have to kind of like when you go out for a jog, right? You don't want to just stop jogging after about half an hour. Like for example, if you're waiting to cross the street, you don't want to just stop and wait until the light goes green and then start running again because it's harder for your body, right? It's the same thing here too. If you make a mistake like that and you run over here by accident by misclicking, your reputation or whatever, your consistency of clicking will completely drain, and it'll be harder for you to get going again. So yeah, just be careful of that. Make sure you're as accurate as possible with your clicking. And then, I don't know, just multitask, do something while you're doing this. I don't know, listen to music, blast music to kind of forget about all the strain that'll be in your hands, or, you know, watch some YouTube videos, talk to somebody on Discord. Get a life, you know, go outside, get some fresh air, you know, get a life. You know, maybe try and get a secondary job instead of wasting your life on here, you know. Get a life, you know, do stuff like that, you know. Maybe try and see if you can get a life somewhere, you know, something like that. Oh, did I mention you should probably get a life instead of do this? Yeah, it might be useful. You might be able to make time out of your life. Who knows? Something like that. That's what it is. I should also mention, this will literally put you away from the rest of your social life. Yeah, that's all it is. It's easy. It's I would say it's like a good intermediate level money making. I would put it in high, but obviously there are money making methods out there that can make 10 to 20 mil an hour. But I would put it in the category just because there's literally only one requirement, and that is I recommend having a full-size keyboard for this, or a number pad, I mean, just so you can really make use of this speed and not have to move your hand across your keyboard constantly. That's all. That's the only requirement. In-game wise, no requirements, I guess. I don't think so. But you need a portable well, I guess so. If you're unlucky, then you have to do what I'm doing. You have to buy them yourself and then deploy them somewhere where there's nobody. That's all. Other than that, you go crazy. You do this all day. But yeah, you definitely get into the groove pretty quickly, actually. After about 5 minutes, yeah, you'll kind of forget what you're doing, and you'll just keep going. And eventually, you'll have so much vials of water that you'll drown in it. I should probably say you make the money, but no, I think you drown more than you make money by doing this. I don't know. The world's water supply will be in your bank, that's for sure. It's fresh water too. It comes straight from the well. It's even better than mountain water. Boy howdy. Isn't that exciting? Absolutely. Dude. Is this a live performance song? Sure sounds like it. Man. Yeah, sometimes you'll lag unexpectedly like that, and then it'll throw your groove off completely. Other than that, though, it is not bad. You know, I guess people would assume you could probably use like an auto clicker or something to do this, but I don't think that's actually possible. You'd have to have quite a few presets, actually. You have to type 33, then you have to press enter, then you have to press 3, and then your mouse has to move back and forth between the well and the bank, so I don't think it's really possible. Actually, there's, I think one thing that could potentially work is, I don't know if this is possible, actually. When you have that preset, you can also close your bank as well. So, for example, I'm pressing 3 here. It throws everything into my bank, but it would also close the bank out as well, so I don't have to press the X button, or I guess in this case I'm right-clicking beforehand. So, but I think the interface is faster by doing it like this rather than having your bank close automatically. So I think this is perfectly fine. But yeah, this is my way of money-making method, because I know a lot of people ask me just when they see me wearing a Herblore kit, especially when I was a level 3. I had no other stats aside from Herblore. I think I was, jeez, I don't remember actually. I was one of the first 10 people to be a pure 120 Herblore player, I think, if I remember correctly, but that was over 5 years ago. It was unbelievable. And then I completely ruined my account by getting literally stats all over the place, and I don't know why I did that. But the next step was to get 120 rune crafting. I don't know where that's going to take us, but we'll see. I don't know. It might take us absolutely nowhere. Might get absolutely nowhere with it. Well, I should probably mention as well, actually, one thing to make this a little smoother, I guess it's kind of obvious, is you can probably tell, actually, by my screen, you want to reduce everything to minimum, regardless of how many people are around you and how much lag or how minimal the computer's running, I guess, how much CPU usage. Turn everything to minimum. Do that. It'll increase the, what is it called, the opening interface of your bank and everything. Even just by like a millisecond, it'll make such a big difference. It'll be a lot smoother as well, so turn everything down. Turn your FPS down to like 30 or even less than that. Everything. Turn it down. It'll help a lot. It'll definitely make a big difference for sure, and you'll notice it. So yeah, just turn all of your settings to minimal. As low as you can possibly go. And you'll be good. I really hope somebody adds to this portable well, actually. It seems like people are starting to notice it. Oh, never mind. It looked like that guy wanted to use it. Never mind, nobody really cares about this thing. As long as I can make over 600k by the time I use all the wells, which should last 500 minutes, which is like 8 hours or something if I did the math correctly. 600k. We can make that in like half an hour, I think it is. So yeah, we're good. Actually, I think we've already made that ever since we put this well down here. So yeah, that's pretty much it. That is pretty much it. Not much else to say about this, actually. Nothing really tricky can happen. Of course, just the location of a well is what you got to be careful of. Portables world. The only problem is there's just too many people in that world, so you might encounter lag every once in a while. So it'll throw your groove off completely. And then of course you just gotta pay attention to where specifically in these 4 to 5 locations right here the well is placed. That's all. And then watch what's around it as well and who's standing on top of it. That's it. You just want to make sure nobody's standing underneath the well or on top of it, I guess. And then it shouldn't screw you up. Also, make sure you have a mouse. Make sure you have like a laser mouse or whatever, not one of those crappy old Mac mouses or whatever. So it'll definitely help with your accuracy too. My mouse is just incredibly old. It's like a 10-year-old mouse. So sometimes the laser it's not as accurate anymore. Yeah, this is all you want to do. That's all it is. To be honest, I sure hope at least like 5 to 10 people actually come here to use this well. Because then there's a likely chance that somebody's actually gonna add some more time to it, so I don't have to do it myself. It's not a problem, but I mean, we're losing 600k profit every 8 hours, which is it's not a big deal, honestly, but it is slowing us down. But at this point, who really cares? This method is pretty good for what it is, so shouldn't really complain about that. As of right now, we only have, I think, 54, so we're only gonna last about 4 hours doing this. Only 4 hours. That's fine. It's perfectly fine. But, yeah, this is, what you want to do. Once you get into the groove of it, you honestly forget that you're even doing this at all. I highly recommend, listen to music is the best thing to do, because it really takes your mind off of this. If you're really trying to concentrate on doing this, trust me, it's not gonna work. You don't want to have that feeling that you're actually doing this at all. You want to kind of distract yourself. And eventually it'll get to the point where you don't even need to look at the screen, because you'll start to memorize muscle memory. All the distance with your mouse and everything like that. So you don't gotta worry too much. And then you'll be able to multitask pretty well. But you know, sometimes some people might not be able to do it as accurately. Some people can, some people can't. Some people might not have the patience for this. You know, I feel like Runescape is all about patience, that's all it is. That's why I would say 90% of the people playing this game lack on. And it's to the reason to why there's probably not as many people as there should be that have either maxed accounts or even level 120 in any skill whatsoever. It's probably a good reason to why there's so many people still begging for money at the Grand Exchange. Even to this day. We're 5 years into the future, and there's still people begging at the Grand Exchange. I don't understand. How much GP do you expect to make by begging at the Grand Exchange? Per hour. You know? You know how, like, tiring it is to type out, "Please give me money. 1 mil, please." I don't know. You know how much effort that is? You know how much human body energy that takes? It's gonna be a great life for you. Honestly. But, you know, people will do what they do. Unfortunately, there's nothing you can do to stop them. Maybe. I think some people can probably do something about it. But, you know, we'll see. Also, I don't know what, the one thing I don't know about this method is how many vials per hour. I've never actually timed myself on that. The money per hour is, gosh, I would like to think probably somewhere between 3 to 4 mil per hour if you do it as consistently as I'm doing it right now. So that's not including bathroom breaks. That's not including getting up to stretch your body or going to grab food or whatever. That's literally sitting here, not taking your hand off the keyboard at all, like what I'm doing right now, and literally just concentrating doing this. I would say roughly somewhere between 3 to 4 mil per hour. And there's always a high chance that your vials of water are gonna sell for more than GE price anyways. So you can make even more than that. But it's pretty much a guarantee that they will insta-sell, which is really good. So there's no risk to doing this whatsoever. Even if they don't sell, I don't see how it could be a risk at all. Unless you bought a bunch of wells, and then you got all the vials of water and they never sold, then obviously you lose profit. But, like, what are the odds of that happening, though? I honestly... That'd be, honestly, the most amazing thing. That'd be worth posting on YouTube, making a YouTube video of that. If that ever happened. So, you know. But yeah, that's it. That's all you want to do, and you just do this for hours and hours and hours. Who knew? Oh, there's a maxed account here, which means there's a chance he might notify people about this. I might be able to start a new portables world. Maybe. He's probably inspecting right now. Or he's a straggler. Who knows what he's doing right now? I can't see what he's doing, so. Though he probably noticed my 120 cape. So he probably assumes that I'm the one that set this all up, so he might actually utilize it. I think he's inspecting my situation right now. And seeing how much time is on the well. The only problem is we started midway. I already had like over 10k of vials of water, so I can't really tell you guys how much we've made so far. But the wells I had beforehand took me about 20 minutes maybe. So including this, we'll get to 20k and then we'll see how much is worth actually. Which I think total time will, including the ones that I got beforehand, I would say probably half an hour, 45 minutes maybe, somewhere around there. That's a really rough estimate though. I honestly can't tell you guys what the exact count is. Money per hour and how many vials you can actually collect per hour, I can't tell you guys that. I honestly don't know. I've never tried to accurately get the numbers for you guys. So as of right now, I don't know. I don't know the information to that. But yeah, I think it's like, well, each inventory I think is like 3k. Let's find out actually. Oh, that thing just jumped. Did somebody add to it? 24. No, I think it's just notifying me that there's 25 minutes left. Let's see. So if we do some math here, you guys know I hate math in this channel. Okay, so 3,000, and each segment I would say is 2 to 3 seconds maybe. So you know every 10 seconds you can make. I don't know. How does the math work? 15k? Every 10 seconds? Please tell me my math is right. I don't know. Educational. I don't know. You know, it's for what it is actually, it's a pretty good method, honestly. It's you know, no requirements really. I don't think anyone's ever thought of this as a money-making method, to be honest. But you know, it works. It should. There's no complications to this, that's what's great about it. Except for having the well placed in the wrong location. That's the only thing. That's the only thing that can go horribly wrong. Okay, so we have 20,000 roughly. I have a little more than that, but that's fine. Let's see how much we got right now. So this is roughly, I don't know, rough guess, I would say around 40 minutes maybe in total. That's extremely rough though, so I don't know. 2.2 mil. So if we add another 20 minutes, which is an hour, you can make, yeah, roughly about 4 mil per hour. That's pretty good. I think like Frost Dragon, if you go to like Frost Dragons or something like that, you can make, I don't know what it is nowadays, maybe 5-6 mil per hour just collecting bones. So this method is pretty amazing if you ask me. And if you want to satisfy yourself even more, what I used to do, and this is like just for satisfaction reasons, put your vials of water somewhere like deep into your bank somewhere, like for example here, and then just leave it like this, and then just keep doing this so that when you put it in your bank you can't see how many you have. And then like an hour or two later, check to see how many you have, and you'll be really satisfied to see how much you have. I don't know, just for fun. That's what I like to do. It's just more satisfying like that, rather than just putting it here where you can see it at all times. Because otherwise you get pissed off. You're like, oh, that's all I have. You know? I don't know. Maybe it helps for motivation. I don't know. Oh yeah, sometimes you can do that as well, where you'll fill it, and then you'll accidentally click the take vials before actually putting it into your bank. So you gotta watch out for that as well. You gotta time yourself pretty well. But that usually happens because the interface opening your bank might lag slightly. It might like lag a half second or something. So you gotta watch out for that. It might lag a couple of frames, so just gotta watch out. Yeah, that's the method for you guys. The only irritating thing, honestly, it's not the fact that your hands are gonna get strained. It really doesn't, actually. It's dealing with the potential couple frame lags that you experience, which can kind of throw your momentum off. That's the only thing that sucks. As this is such a like a monotone thing that if you lag a couple of frames, it's kind of irritating actually. So that's all. You have to kind of have patience with this. Other than that, though, yeah, you'll be fine. Yeah, that's pretty much it for this method. It's easy. Nobody needs to go to the Grand Exchange and beg for money anymore. Honestly. I mean, if you're begging for money in P2P, like, I don't understand. That doesn't make any sense. How'd you even get membership in the first place? Or I guess most people would ask why. And if wells were able to be used in F2P, which I don't know actually, maybe they can. I'm not sure why somebody would do that though. This would be the greatest thing ever. This would be the greatest money-making method ever, honestly. Okay, there are people starting to stack up here. I don't know if it's because they're noticing my well, or I don't know. Oh, it just jumped. I think when it jumps, it means that the timer, yeah, every 5 minutes I think it jumps. I think in the past it used to jump when somebody would add time to it. I don't know, maybe it does it for both reasons. It's 19 minutes though. But it's, yeah, it's pretty straightforward. And you don't have to worry about what's in your bank. For example, like the stuff I'm hovering over is like right here, right? You don't have to worry about that at all. Because what you'll do is, obviously you'll press the preset, and then you'll have it right-clicked. So you don't even have to worry about accidentally withdrawing something or whatever. It won't even work anyways. Because if you accidentally try to withdraw something, your bank is already full. Or not your bank, your inventory. So for example, if I accidentally left-click, I won't be able to, right? So it doesn't even matter. So that won't screw you up at all. So you don't have to worry about that. So the positioning of your mouse here doesn't matter at all whatsoever. It's just you want your screen, your well position and your bank position to be as close as possible. So you don't want to go like this, for example, because everything the hitbox or whatever is a lot smaller, right? So you want it to be as big as possible. So just go like this. You're good. That's it. That's all it is, folks. That's all, folks.